Hello drivers, it was quite predictable, but there was no announcement of a new driver game at the second Ubisoft Forward press event. In fact, none of the games Reflection is working on have been featured unless the VR game announced during pre-show August, A Game of Space, was their VR project. Anyway, one of the big reveals of that press event was the return of Prince of Persia, not in a brand new adventure but in a remake version of The Sands of Time. And that's kind of good news for the driver fans indirectly, as it could be leading to a remake trend for the old Ubisoft IPs in the long run. The last real Prince of Persia game was released in 2010, so we can definitely put it in the old franchise category alongside Rayman, Driver and Splinter Cell, to name a few. As said in the interviews after the video game trailer,
we respected the original design, we respected the storyline, we respected the characters, we just enhanced everything in the game, from camera to combat, as well as the visuals. We heard the players' desire to play Prince of Persia Sands of Time again, and we are very pleased to bring it as the first ever remake from Ubisoft.
Prince of Persia is Actu McNally, the first ever remake done by Ubisoft. Unlike other publishers who jumped in the remake mania a long time ago, Ubisoft had limited it to releasing a few remastered games, mainly of the Assassin's Creed series. With this first try in the remake section, however, it might show them the value to successfully revisit other old IPs. And to demonstrate this, I will take Activision and the Crash Bandicoot series as an example. After a long period without a new game in the series, they released a compilation of the first 3 games remade for the current generation at a fair price of €40. The compilation was very successful and led Activision to consider doing remake for other games of their portfolio as well. And that's how we got Crash Team Racing, the Spyro trilogy, and even the Tony Hawk PlayStation 1 games revisit with great critical and sales success. And now it's even a new game in the Crash Bandicoot series coming out at the end of the year. It's about time. But to transport this to Ubisoft, the Prince of Persia remake has to be successful, and it's not off to a good start, as the game reveal's reaction shows. It appears that the line between remaster and remake is blurred, even though Ubisoft is marketing it as a remake and that the game runs on the Assassin's Creed engine. Nonetheless, it doesn't look a lot different from the PlayStation 2 versions, which were already remastered on PlayStation 3. Moreover, it's only the first game of the series that will be released in early 2021, but at full price. And finally, the Prince of Persia are single-player games which are neither hard nor long to complete, and which doesn't have a strong replay value such as the time trials of Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy could provide. So, the situation doesn't look very bright right now, but it could also be a good way for Ubisoft to learn from its mistakes of this first remake and to do better the next time with other IPs, especially one with more replay value and with online feature capabilities such as Driver or even Rayman. It doesn't mean you have to buy this remake, but if you want to buy a game from Ubisoft that could lead the most to a new Driver game, then Prince of Persia is your best shot. To be honest, the last Ubisoft game I bought full price was Driver San Francisco on PlayStation 3, but if the reviews aren't that bad closer to the release, I might get this one to show support of the revisiting of all Ubisoft IPs. Let's just hope this remake doesn't have the opposite effect and leaves Ubisoft thinking that there is no point in making another revival. Thanks for watching this video. You can support the channel by becoming one of its members today. Just click on the join button for more information. Thanks to my Red Weavers, DriverDimension.com, French Contact, Neurosins, Tank09 YouTube, SkyCCTV and Emmett McLaughlin. See you soon, drivers!